everyone, it's Dawn and welcome to First Light Creations. And today, I know it's Monday and we normally do an art project today, but because you've been enjoying the craft project so much, what we're going to do, perhaps we'll do an art project every other week. So we did one last week, we did the tulip and you liked that, which is fantastic. But today I thought we'd do a craft project, and it's because I've got a new toy to play with. Well, it's a new die set actually. And this is from the latest John Next Door box set, and it's a plate die, and when you cut these bits out they make the most fantastic flower pieces which you can build up and make some really three-dimensional flowers. So what we're going to do, what we are going to do, we're going to use this plate, and I have cut the entire plate 4 times in 2 different colours. You'll see what I mean by that in a minute. And I've done the same with the flowers, the bits that have fallen out. I've made some of them up into flowers, and we're going to let the size of the panel determine the size of our card, and you'll see what I mean as we go through. So I'm just going to pop that to one side for a second, and I'm going to take some, this is just ordinary glue stick, my lovely orange glue stick, which I absolutely love because it's so thick, and we're going to let, as I've said, we're going to let the size of the panels, once they're put together, determine the size of our card. And I'm using a plain yellow card, oops, sorry. So we'll just put that in there like that. We're using a plain yellow card, and it's even paler inside. I'll give you a look when we've put this together. So it's plenty light enough to just write in it as it is. So you don't need to add any white mats, unless of course you want to. So we're just going to pop that like that. Of course, once it's dry, it won't be sticky. And I'm using plain card. There's no packing card or paper this time. I'm using just plain. And I'm going to stick that one there. We're going to leave a bit of a border, a bit of a yellow border, I think, but not between the panels, but just around the edge. So we're going to, as I say, I've cut them 4 times, 2 in each of my colours. So 2 in that one and 2 in this one. They're sort of they're a sort of different tone of pink, kind of. So we're just going to line them up like that. And then when we do the next one, well, let's do that one first. I'm going to put that one at a diagonal to that one. I'm not going to line them up like that. I'm going to line them up so that they're opposites, but opposites on a diagonal, like that. So we're just going to line this up so that we get a nice straight, or straightish anyway, border. And if it doesn't quite go in the middle, I wouldn't worry too much, because we're going to be putting some stuff down in a minute. We're going to be putting some bits and pieces down in the middle. So that, I don't think the glue came quite down that low. So that's all right. Just pop some more under there like that, and we'll do the same on the other side so that it doesn't come off. So pop that down there, and that will determine the size of our card. So all you've got to do now, to finish off the size anyway, is turn it round and I'm just going to cut mine, or maybe a little bit higher. So this is quite a large card. I haven't really measured it yet, but this is quite a large card. And the original card was a piece of 12 by 12 folded in half. And, oops, that wasn't very straight, was it? That's all right, we'll just do that again. Just trim a little bit off like that. And that's what you're left with. So it'll be interesting to see what size it is by the time we've cut it down. Let's just get the scissors out of the way. Let's have a look. Let's grab a ruler. Oh, glue all over my fingers. So I'm old-fashioned, so I'm going to do it in inches. So it's roughly, well, it's not roughly, it's 8.5 by about, 8.5 by 6. That's an unusual size for a card, but that's the way it turned out, so that's okay. We're going to be putting some more in the corner. So that's what we do. How we do this, you lay this on your card, run it through, and that's how it comes out. And so that's the spaces that we get. And I've made some flowers with some of the pieces that fell out. Let's just get rid of some of this debris. So I've made 6 flowers, and I'm going to use 4 of them on the corners. So I'm going to use opposite, I'm going to do the opposites. So this brighter pink I'm going to put on the paler one. So I'm going to use tacky glue for this. So just put a blob of tacky glue there. We could have used hot glue, but I didn't heat it up in time. So I'm just going to find my ball tool. There we go. That's just to push it down. So if you do get a bit of overspill with the glue, don't worry, because this tacky glue will dry clear. So by the time it's dry, it won't show. And we're going to do another one of these bright pink ones up there. So do another blob of glue, a fairly hefty blob of glue. And again, if we rest the base of our flower right in the centre of our blob of glue, that should stick quite nicely. So, but because my fingers are so sticky, I'm going to use my ball tool to push it down. Like that. That's wonderful. And then we're going to put two of the other ones in the opposite corners. So there's a nice big gap there, that's handy. So we'll just put a bit of glue there. And we'll add that one to there. And again, I'm going to use my ball tool just to stick it down. And then we're going to put another one in this corner down here. So nice big hefty blob of glue. Pop it to one side for a second. And just use your ball tool to pop it down. Now if you haven't got a ball tool and you think, well, what am I going to use instead? Just use a pair of scissors, but close the scissors and use the point just to push it down like that. If you haven't got a ball tool, you can always use a pair of closed scissors. So again, from the pack, from the book within the pack, we have this beautiful happy birthday sentiment. So I am going to use that on the front of my card. And because it's only paper, I'm going to use my glue stick. Or yes, my glue stick again, my nice orange glue stick. So we're just going to do that, pop it down. And I'm going to put that where all four pieces cross over. I'm going to stick that in the middle. And just to use up these other two that I made, these flowers, because I don't like wasting anything, I'm going to just pop them, one there. I'm going to put the two glue blobs together. I'm going to put them both on now, not instead of doing it one at a time. And it doesn't matter which one goes where, but I think we'll put the lightest one up there. And again, I'll use my ball tool to push it down. And this one I'll put at the bottom. And there we go. There is a beautiful card. So if you've got a card that you want several people to sign, making one of these larger ones might be the way to go. So I hope you've enjoyed this and found, if you've already got this die, it's a wonderful set. I think it's still available. I will link it down below. I got mine from WH Smith. So if you've got a WH Smith near you, that's in the UK, of course. So I will link it down below in the comments. So if you want, I'm pretty sure it's still available. And so, because I only got mine a couple of days ago. So I will add a link so that you can have a look and see if it's available, or anywhere else where you usually get your card making magazines. And it's wonderful. There's so many things in it. I have pulled it apart and started using it, so I can't really show it to you because it's not looking its best, shall we say. Because I've used it so much, it's not looking its best, but it is beautiful. And some of the papers are fantastic. So there we go. There is our card. But I'll tell you what, I'll leave that there. And I will be back on Thursday with another craft project for you. And so I hope you can join me for that. And in the meantime, have a fantastic week. Have fun, everybody. And as always, happy crafting. Bye-bye for now.